Hey, this is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by my two prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray and Jason Big Mitch Mitchell. Um, we're going to get into Pau Gasol's jersey retirement, which is going to take place tomorrow night. So we're going to pay our, it's Monday night right now. Pau's having his jersey retired tomorrow night. Who's Lakers playing tomorrow night?
Lakers tomorrow night. Yep, 7.
Grizzlies.
Who are they playing?
Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, right. And so, no Ja. And we're going to talk about Ja also. So Pau, we're going to give him the Pau at the very end. The Pau tribute respects to him and talk Lakers. And then who beat the Warriors yesterday on ABC. And then second, we're going to talk about Ja and the whole ordeal with him. But we're going to start with.
Wait.
Huh? Yeah.
Did you also introduce Shane Murray's turtleneck, or we were leaving that out?
I'll let you do it.
Oh, we're also joined tonight by Shane Murray's turtleneck. Ooh, yeah.
Bye. Jason Mitchell Shades.
Shane Murray's turtleneck could have his own box on the screen.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, Shane Murray often gets on here like he's still working, right, Shane? And
yeah, doing trading modules, unfortunately. So.
Right, and he will not. He's still wearing his work outfit.
Listen, with this turtleneck and those glasses, it looks like he's doing training modules to join the Black Panthers. That's what it looks like.
I love that movie.
I'm blackity black. So.
Judas and the Black Messiah.
That was a good movie.
That was a movie right there.
Speaking of movies.
Speaking of movies.
Ooh, yeah. Segue.
That was nice. You're professional. We're gonna actually start off this episode talking about Creed 3. Which when did Mitch said he saw it Wednesday. You saw
it premiere was Wednesday and officially came out Thursday.
Right.
I got that AMC A-list.
Actually, the officially came out Friday, but movies came out Thursday.
I got that AMC A-list, so we got the early screening access.
Right. And
so
then,
we saw it on Wednesday.
And when did you see it, Shane?
I saw it Thursday night.
Right. And of course I haven't seen it. I'll wait till it comes out on, streaming. But, Michael B. Jordan's a guy who was in the news a lot last week, not just for the movie, but you guys saw that happened with him and L'Oreal on the red carpet?
Yep. I was clapping for him.
Yeah. She didn't even say it though. That's
it don't matter.
He got it wrong. He got a little confused.
It don't matter. You were calling his name.
So
you were calling his name.
L'Oreal.
Oh, you like the real Michael Jordan? You deserve to get clown for that.
Yeah, she kind of got on, but the word corny, which is what he seemed to, in the interview, he seemed to take offense to.
As he should.
But that didn't come out of her mouth technically. That came out of her.
But she co-signed. She's laughing with him. You keep keying with her.
And so,
damn.
Michael B. Jordan.
Hold on. Has Shane Murray been called corny before?
You could tell.
Lame, nerd, all that shit. So yeah, I'll applaud him for that.
Right. And so I think most men agree. Big Mitch is so cool. He's probably never had a woman try to play him and then turn around and when he's up, he's smiling.
That's debatable.
That's very debatable. That's very debatable. Oh man.
Okay, but for sure, Shane has.
I'm a sucker for love, Antho.
Oh, you've been played before, Mitch? Actually, no. I remember Mitch got his heart broken. We were in middle school. I had to talk him through it. That was his first breakup. But
oh man.
Then they jumped on him because he would bring his headshots to school. But that's lame. That's corny.
And he was in middle school.
That's someone who's focused.
I first discovered Michael B. Jordan on The Wire when he played Wallace on The Wire.
Hardball.
On season 1. Michael B. Jordan's been around a while, and now he's gotten to the point where I'm starting to wonder, because he directed Creed 3 also.
First time.
I'm starting to wonder, what is this guy's career arc? I mean,
he got more to do.
Was like the new. I mean, he's like the new. He's like our Denzel basically.
But even
him and Jonathan Major said they want to be the new Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
But
They could be like the previous generations like Affleck and Damon.
yeah,
And he got a starting Walk of Fame. He our age. So
yeah, and he just got
let's indeed go put up.
And Ryan Coogler, there's a lot to this Michael B. Jordan, his story. Ryan Coogler, of course, who went to USC and was I think like a creative writing major. And he comes out and he makes Fruitvale Station, which takes Michael B. Jordan from somebody who was a TV actor to suddenly now he's a movie star. He's in high demand. And, then of course, Ryan Coogler, what he's done with the Black Panther movies, of course, Michael B. Jordan being a part of that. And Coogler gave, I think, the speech for, the introductory speech for Michael B. Jordan when he got his start on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, as Shane mentioned. But so yeah, Michael B. Jordan, very successful, and like I said, his career continues to ascend. And then L'Oreal, who I've had a crush on for years, she used to rap and be on reality TV, and now she does radio and she podcasts. And so that thing happened. So I'll just start with that. I guess we already kind of said that we all agree that it happens all the time. Michael B. Jordan was young. These women, and people, they tried to play him, and now he's up. And so like Shane said, I think we all are happy to see that.
And you know what? Another thing too.
Oh shit! Here we go.
We need to normalize.
Okay.
Stop having these women say whatever they want to say about men, but if a man reacts, all of a sudden he gets called out of his sexuality. All of a sudden he's a bitch.
You talking about Jonathan Majors, Ebony Shoot, or what?
Huh?
Now you talking about Jonathan Majors? Like
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like if a woman like come to social media, blast you or call you this, that, and third. But if you react to it, all of a sudden you be looked at the bad guy, and then she gets looked at the victim. When in reality, she's the one who started it.
Shane Murray is growing a backbone.
No, I'm not. Like, I got love for women. You know what I'm saying? I want accountability goes both ways. Like I'm sick of of like the man always got to be accountable, and then the woman but they got to take everything what the woman do, and then they can't take accountability for their actions. But yeah,
I'm old enough to remember when Shane Murray was just a pure simp.
I ain't never been a simp, player. Don't even put me on Shane.
As many times as you've accosted me for speaking up for men,
huh?
As many times as you've accosted me for speaking up for men, brother.
No, you don't speak for men. You just disrespect women altogether. There's a difference. So don't call what you're doing.
Shane Murray, you and I have more in common than you would like to admit.
No, we do not.
Shane Murray,
you have no idea.
My fellow misogynist incel.
I am not a misogynist.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the only feminist on this show now. I love it. Shane Murray's out, and I'm the only one left standing.
Yes. I mean, I never was a feminist, but I got love for women. I just need to put that out.
Ladies, don't listen to Shane Murray. You talk your ish. You ain't got to let no man talk to you no kind of way. I'm on your side.
I didn't say all that. Respect yourselves, defend yourselves, but don't be the one who start the shit and then want to play victim when a dude comes back at you. About, they being sissies now. Oh, they zesty.
Damn. Zesty.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
He thinking like women.
It sounds like you're talking about Jonathan Majors' Ebony photo shoot now.
No, I'm not talking about. That's not even having to do. I'm talking about you get a situation. You talking to a female or a female come out of nowhere and be like, oh, this nigga corny. Oh, I can't stand this broke ass nigga. Like, why you never got no money? Why you don't never want to pay me no money? But a dude probably says, man, fuck you, bitch, or whatever, something like that.
Whoa, hey, whoa, brother.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, when dude reacts to her, if a dude reacts to her, all of a sudden, oh, he's feminine. Oh,
What?
he's a city boy. Oh, he's zesty, and whatever you want to call him. Instead of I'm just reacting to what you give me.
See, listen, we're no longer talking about Michael B. Jordan. We're talking about Shane Murray now. Like, what do we?
No, Michael B. Jordan is related
deep.
to all this. You know what I'm
I
talking about? Don't
deep.
even, huh?
Yeah, I don't think it was that deep. I feel like we're getting into your
I think it was very deep.
Who called
That's
you
why.
zesty?
That's why you reacted the way you reacted. That's why.
Who called you zesty?
Huh?
Who called you zesty?
No one called me zesty. I'm speaking of examples that I've seen. Like I've seen
that you've been through.
No, not what I've been through. What I've
Nobody
seen.
ever called you zesty?
I don't react. I don't give those reactions.
But nobody's ever called you zesty.
No.
Even when you wore that turtleneck?
So a lot of dudes wear turtlenecks right now, bro. Don't even.
I'll mess with you.
Derrick Rose, Jay Will. You could go out and list.
Is that why you wearing a turtleneck?
A turtleneck with a suit is fly as fuck. So
I'm fucking with you. Shut up.
Whatever.
Shane Murray.
Huh?
If we don't learn, if the people don't learn anything else from watching this episode, they're gonna learn that Shane Murray has had it up to here with these bitches. Shane Murray has had it.
No, don't twist my words, my dude. Don't twist my words. Don't twist my words.
No, that's what he said. I remember it. Shane was like, "Yeah, I had enough of these bitches," and then
don't twist my words. I was giving an example.
No, we gotta clip it so he can remember. Nope.
I was giving an example. Don't twist my words.
The tape doesn't lie, brother.
No. I already know. I know what I say.
Hey, listen, Shane, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Hey, listen, brother, you need to quit calling them bitches, all right?
I don't call women bitches. I gave an example. I didn't call women bitches. I gave an example. I said, but dude reacts like, hey.
Sounded like you said you hate bitches, so I don't know.
No, I love women. I just want them to be more accountable for their actions instead of always pointing us to be accountable. That's it. Like, we're both adults here.
Man, like Shane Murray getting into his rant, he was about 2 seconds away from taking his glasses off and speaking directly into the camera.
Nah, bruh.
Chantel, I can't believe you called me zesty. You nasty,
bro.
Oh
my God.
Like, he was about 2 seconds away from naming names. I'm telling you. 2 seconds. Nope. He was about to name names. He was getting all into the flow of it and everything, man.
Nope.
He was starting to feel it.
Damn. We're gonna bring it out of you, Shane. We're gonna bring it all out of you. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's exercising his demons tonight.
Yeah, brother.
No, I was just giving my truth to that. Giving my assessment. That's it.
Yes. Speak your truth, brother.
I was giving my assessment. That's all.
Speak your truth, brother.
So, I was proud of Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I bet you were. You stood up and clapped, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Real talk.
I did too until I was like, oh damn, she didn't even say it. She caught fire for no reason.
No, she still could catch fire because she was clowning his name and clowning that he was bringing headshots to school. Talking about you being corny for that. Like, that's not corny. That's a dude with focus.
Yeah, but he wasn't worried about that because that was like high school. I don't think he was too worried about that part.
I mean, but you calling him corny in high school, so that's still synonymous.
They were in middle school. I think like 7th grade.
Yeah,
he was getting work already, pretty much. It was just about.
Yeah, I don't think he was too worried about that because he's like, okay.
But yeah, so the movie though, like I said, I haven't seen it. I won't see it until it comes out on streaming. But I'll start with Mitch.
You can start with Shane. I want to hear what he has to say.
All right, then Shane, what do you? What did you do? Okay, I'm gonna say, Roger Ebert, I think, used to do 4 stars. How many stars would you give? You can give half stars too. So you can do 2.5, 3.5, whatever. How many stars would you give to Creed 3?
I give it 4. Like, for his first directorial debut, like he did his thing and how he like shut down LA for all this. Like when you see the movie, like he really like what he, especially for the last fight, what he did for that. But I understand why Stallone kind of side-eyed this and decided not to be a part of it because it did get very dark, and it takes on a lot of issues that's going on in the community, and particularly black community. But
and that was why Stallone didn't. I forgot why Stallone didn't want to be in it.
It was a mixture of a couple things. One, he has beef with one of the producers on it. He said he'll still do another one with Michael B. Jordan if it comes to fruition, but he don't want to be one of the other producer part of it. The other thing is he looked at the script and was like, he felt it was too dark, and he likes for the Rocky movie, these type of movies to have some type of what's what he said, some, can't think of the word, but a little more softer tone, some sentimental value to them, and this one kind of like got dark. And Michael B. Jordan's, like I said, some of the things in the movie are also tailored to some of the issues he had coming up in the acting world.
So because they were black issues, they were too dark?
No, I'm just saying the way. Trying to put words. This is the way. Just the things we were going through. He was going through and what he was talking about. It got kind of deep.
I mean,
but it was a story that needed to be told too.
I feel like Rocky Balboa was dark. Like,
which one? The
I just said Rocky Balboa.
Oh, it was it got dark.
Rocky Balboa was dark. Rocky 5 was dark too. Like, to lose all your money like that, that's dark.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the one with Tommy Hearns. Okay, but
killing Apollo in Apollo 4 and in Rocky 4, that's not dark. Killing somebody in the ring, that's not dark.
I mean, the
man died in the ring. That's not dark.
That's just an unfortunate thing to happen, but not to tell the movie. But
it's a movie. What do you mean? Unfortunate? It's not. It did saying it. There,
But to talk about like imposter syndrome, mental health, like there's parts in there that reminds me of Kobe and Gigi, which, like I said, I want to tell the movie, but it's got deep at times. Then it looked like you fighting your brother, and once it would look like they're training similar, exactly the same, and it got pretty deep. So
either way, man, I like the movie. I would give it 3.5 stars, just to give the next one somewhere to go. I mean, if we're talking about the whole series, I'd give Creed 1 3 stars, Creed 2 3.5 stars, and then this one 3.5 stars as well. I thought 2 and 3 were the best of the series. I might have to watch 3 again to really kind of decide, like, okay, was it better than 2? Was 2 better than 3? I don't know, but this one was good, man. I mean, Jonathan Majors, I've been saying it. I keep telling Sheila every time I see his name pop up.
I say it's good, but 3.5 stars.
It's out of 4, Shane.
It's out of 4.
That's still some shade.
That's like saying a 9? How is not like 9.5 out of 10 shade? What are you talking about? That's 9.5 out of 10. You realize that? That's an A. I'm giving it an A. Like, I don't understand.
But then you're still knocking it for something.
I'm not knocking it.
So the man has to give it 4 stars?
Right. What do you mean?
If it's really good, yeah. You would just say, "Oh, it's really good." I give it 3 out of 3.5 stars out of 4.
4 stars is like The Godfather and Goodfellas,
No, it's not. No.
Right.
Okay, look, and I learned this from Roger Ebert, right? He said that when you review movies, I just made a mistake because he said when you review movies, you review them based on the kind of movie that it is, right? So really, it makes no sense to compare The Godfather to Creed, any of the Creed movies. But you would compare. Obviously, an easy comparison would be this third Creed movie to any of the Rocky movies.
Remember? Right? Oh, I mean, they're head and shoulders above the Rocky movies. I feel like.
Okay,
that's cap.
Okay, you guys
can't
know
do that. You
guys know the Rocky
I
movies.
can't say that the Creed movies are better than the Rocky movies now. So now you're shading. What's happening right here? What's happening right now?
You said the Creed movies are better than Rocky movies.
That's what I said. Yes.
That's cap.
So which one is it? So you're upset. Hold on. Time out. Flag on the play. So at first you're upset because I didn't give the movie 4 stars. Now you're mad because I'm saying that the Creed movies were better than the Rocky movies?
Yeah, you don't get Rocky without Creed.
That's not the point.
It is the point.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You should be happy that I like sequels.
There's one exception, huh?
There's always an exception to the rule. Everybody knows that.
You can't say Creed is better than Rocky. What the hell?
Creed is better than
Rocky. Got longevity.
Hold on, Shane. Hold on, brother. Why can't the black man?
That's a recency bias. That's a recency bias answer.
It's not a recency. Listen, brother. I literally watched all the Rockies and all the Creeds before I watched the movie. It's not a recency bias. I've literally watched them all back to back to back to back.
Rocky's been out for 40 plus years.
When's the last time you seen all the Rocky movies?
Last time it was on TV.
When was that?
I don't know, that last holiday shit.
Exactly. So I've seen them more recently than you have.
Yeah, but I've seen all the Rockies like
I've
20 some odd times.
I've seen them more recently, brother. Listen, the Rocky movies are cool and all, but let's be honest.
Mitch, can you rank the Rocky movies in your personal opinion?
I sure can, actually. Let me think. And funny enough, I was just telling Sheila about this because, like I said, we were about to go watch Creed. I'm kind of going through my head about the movies. Rocky Balboa is the best movie in the Rocky series.
Get the fuck out of here.
Is that the one with Antonio Tarver?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's the best movie in the entire series.
Oh my God.
For some reason, in his older age, Stallone becomes a better actor.
Wow.
The Rocky Balboa, that's the 6th one, right?
Yeah, that's 6.
The 5th one is the Tommy Morrison
disrespect.
one.
Yeah.
The 4th,
5 is when he trains Tommy Gunn. So 4 is when he fights Drago. 3 is when he fights
Clubber.
Yeah, Clubber Lang, Mr. T. 2 and then 2 and 1 he fights Apollo.
But which one did he fight Hulk Hogan? Which one was Hulk Hogan in?
That's 3. Because it's before he fights Clubber Lang.
He fought Hulk Hogan though, didn't he?
Yeah. It was like a charity.
Thunder Lips.
Yeah, Thunder Lips.
And so I'm a big boxing guy. Well, at least I have been. Like this new era of boxing, I can't get jiggy with it. But between the Mayweather and the Pacquiao era, and then everything before that, I'm a bit of a historian, right? But I've never really been in the Rocky movies like that because they're more, dramatized, and the way that the punches are so, dramatic and over exaggerated.
And that's why I'm trying to tell this guy, like, when you look at the Creed action in the ring, it's way more realistic.
It's modernized. It's going to be realistic.
It's way more realistic. Like it makes
this recency bias bullshit.
So you're telling me you've seen boxers in the ring just like take jabs like Rocky does in the movies? That's not how boxers. That's not how boxers fight. So.
Oh my God! All right.
Come on, Shane. The Rocky movies. I know that's a staple of the movies, but that's not. No fighter could actually take that type of punishment in an actual fight.
That's cap. But all right, y'all know everything.
You ever watch a boxing match?
Right? That's what I'm saying. So boxers fight like this? Is this how boxers fight? They fight like this? This is how Rocky's fighting. He's just going like this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And he's getting bop, 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 bop. Like, that's it.
Whatever, y'all.
Like, all right, cool.
You're trying to find something wrong with it, but whatever.
I didn't think the first one. Didn't the first one? I think the first Rocky won Best Picture.
Did it really? Ain't no way. Oh
I feel like, I feel like the fourth one though is the most iconic. I mean, the Ivan Drago character was just like such an unforgettable. And then with Bridget Nielsen as his, I think it was his wife, right? Like, I mean, what I mean, but I was looking at Charlemagne saying how, how Apollo Creed is the most important person.
And I thought that was Cap.
In the entire franchise, because even
why can't the black dude be the most important?
He died in the third one, but now we're in the eighth.
Stallone is the most important figure in the damn. Do you realize he did that by himself?
So?
But I'm saying, as far as the films themselves, though, because the fact that Creed died in the third one, and now this is the ninth movie in the franchise. And his son now, and then like even in the first three films, or actually the first four films, like Charlemagne said, even the fourth one was centered around Drago killing Apollo Creed, and then Rocky having to avenge his fallen friend. But like I said, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the ultimate expert on the Rocky movies, because I'm not. I'm more of a casual, fan of the movies, not an expert. Even though I am I would consider myself a boxing expert. But
here go the rankings. Rocky 6, Rocky 4, Rocky 3, Rocky 5, Rocky 2. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
So which one? You got the first Rocky? Where?
No, I got the first Rocky second, behind the last Rocky.
Like I said, I can't. Yeah, I would just have to say that for me, if I had to sit down and I could only watch one Rocky movie for the rest of my life, it'd be the one with Drago. Because you have the whole. Like I said,
Drago so extra when it comes to movies.
I got that one third.
Because Drago is, like I said, such an unforgettable character. And the Bridget Nielsen, part, her being in it, and then like the whole Russia and USSR. I mean, the Russia and USSR and USA, that whole thing. It's like something for everybody. But okay, we've talked enough about that.
Yeah, let's move on.
Shane's tired of being wrong again.
No, I'm tired of your ridiculous movie critiques.
I can't believe this guy of all guys doesn't believe that the Creed movies could be better than the Rocky movies.
No, you can't.
Of all people,
they can't.
Why not? Yes, you can, brother.
All the Rocky movies are classics.
Yes, you can, brother. Yes, you can.
All the Rocky movies are classic.
Brother, you can do anything you set your mind to. Believe that. Believe that in your heart.
That's some recency bias bullshit.
It's not. You haven't even seen the movies in a long time.
I've seen it recently.
You just said last year.
No, I said last holiday.
Last holiday. Were you on your phone during the whole movies?
It don't matter. I watch every Rocky at least 20 times.
You've seen Rockies 20 times.
At least. I used to watch them every time it came on TV.
They're edited for TV. You know that, right?
Just to speed up the process.
Yes, no, it really does. When you think about editing, brother, listen. When it's edited for TV, you know they take parts out, right?
Yes, I'm aware.
So you're not seeing the whole movie.
I watch it on TV and
as it's supposed to be played.
I watch it on TV and with regular cable. So don't even do that.
Cable still like what you mean? Like you mean like HBO?
HBO.
Premium
You
cable.
be on your phone half the time, though.
I grew up on the Rocky movies, so don't.
I can't believe this guy doesn't believe that the Creed movies could be better than the Rocky movies.
No, because those are classics. The Creed movies are trying to get to where the Rocky movies are.
So you're saying, are you saying 10 years from now, then the Creed movies can be better than the Rocky movies?
Bruh, the Rocky movies been around since I was a little kid.
I realized that the first Rocky came out in 1978 or 79. I realized that.
So you got to get to that longevity. You got to get to 30 to 40 year mark.
Okay, so 30, 40 years from now, will the Creed movies be looked at as better than the Rocky movies? Yes or no?
That's a toss-up. That depends on where you stand. You could make your choice. I said it's a toss-up.
I'm asking you.
I don't know. Because I don't know. Because the Rocky movies mean more to me.
Another episode. All right. Let's move on to Ja Morant.
What's wrong with this guy?
Let's move on to Ja Morant.
Man.
Ja Morant, finally.
Let's move on to another dummy.
Yeah. Finally, the Grizzlies said, okay, enough of Ja Morant. We got to do something about this. This guy's been out here. It's been report after report of him, going out and he was at finish line and his mom called him and he came up there 9 deep and was ready to get into it with the employee at finish line. And he supposedly pulled a gun out on this kid he was playing basketball with.
At his house.
At John's own house?
Yeah, it was at his own house.
And then the last straw, the straw that broke the camel's back was, I think they were still in Denver. They played Denver.
They were still in Denver.
I think that game was on TV too. And then afterwards,
they lost, didn't they?
Huh?
And they lost that game.
Right. And afterwards, Ja Morant goes to a Denver strip club with the blicky, as the kids call it. He's out. He's in the strip club with no shirt on.
Not the
blicky. With his thugs, with his goons. And he's in there tripping. And finally the NBA and the Nuggets decide, okay, enough is enough. We can't let this go on. I don't know. It's been one of the most bizarre turn of events I can remember seeing by any athlete. Caliber. Yeah, especially somebody who's, they talk about, Ja Morant is a superstar in the NBA.
Right.
You talking about some of the plays this guy makes, if you watch him, like, I was just like some of the subtle things he does athletically. Like I saw a play where,
it's ridiculous what he can do in the air.
Right. I saw a play where he jumped in the air and he got caught in the air. Like they tell you, don't leave your feet if, unless you know what you're going to. Right. And he was up in the air, and I think he decided at the last moment to pass the ball. And I was sitting there watching, I was like, my God, that fool just what kind of hang time was that? That fool just decided he was going to stay in the air a little bit longer so he could get that pass off.
No, his hang time is ridiculous. Like, last time we lost to the Grizzlies, the Lakers. There was a couple of times he went up and our bigs would go up straight up, and he would just meet them in the air and he would just hang there and just be like, all right, I'm gonna just wait for you to go down.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. And now I'll shoot it. Dude,
the guy does some things that I don't know. Maybe Derrick Rose in his prime.
He's a level above. I think he's a level above D Rose as far as athletic finishes around the rim.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I say Steve Francis still, but y'all can have Derrick Rose.
What?
Steve Francis.
Don't disrespect Steve Francis.
Let's not. Are we gonna
watch the tape? Go watch the tape.
Are we gonna do this? We can do this.
Sound like we are.
Let's not. Well, let's give it a couple minutes, maybe. We can't let Shane Murray do this every episode, sidetracking us.
Come on, man.
I ain't trying to sidetrack you, but I look at him more as a Steve Francis. Y'all today look at him as a D Rose. I look at him more as Steve Francis.
Do you just have a jar in your room with random athletes from the early 2000s that you're like, oh, okay,
how is that random?
I'm gonna bring them up today.
How is that random? I see more Steve Francis than Derrick Rose. Y'all just choose
In the last
forget about
3 or 4 episodes, bro, you've mentioned more random
Terrell
players.
Brandon? I'm still confuddled. He said Terrell Brandon.
Because you were talking about scoring a point guard with a score cannot be a.
Why did you say Terrell Brandon?
Because he's a point guard who can score.
What?
Like I said, man, I haven't thought about Terrell Brandon in 15, 20 years until Shade brought him up.
That's what that's on y'all. That ain't on me.
When Terrell Brandon goes to barbershops and they start talking about scoring point guards in the NBA, Terrell Brandon doesn't even say Terrell Brandon when it comes to like top scoring point guards that ever played in the NBA. Like,
you still ain't gonna disrespect him and say, "Oh, he trash."
Oh, Terrell Brandon?
Yeah. You think Terrell Brandon is trash?
Trash.
Oh, now you bugging now.
Garbage. Hot trash. My goodness.
You tripping like a motherfucker.
What did he average? 5 and 5? Get the fuck out of here.
Then go look at him. He was a 15, 20 point a game scorer. What the fuck you talking about?
So you said Terrell Brandon.
2 weeks ago it was Terrell Brandon. Last week, just randomly, we had better not dare talk about Eric Gordon.
That's right, Eric Gordon.
This week is Steve.
Steve Francis. Yeah.
Steve Francis was a really good player.
Right.
But when I think of, and he was a great leaper. But when I think of, he was a great athlete. But when I think of the best athletes I've seen at point guard, I go back to, as far as just that type of explosive athleticism, a young Baron Davis.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you had the crop of Westbrook and John Wall and Derrick Rose, those guys when they came in. But I think Mitch might be right. This guy, Ja Morant, can do some things in the air that I don't know if I've seen. Other than Derrick. Shane, you got it.
I'm gonna need you to fix your Skype because it's ridiculous.
Funny how it doesn't happen to us.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but it's Skype's the problem, right? Come on, man. Listen, and now he got us taking the people all inside baseball. Like we got pulling back the curtain. Now they know that we use Skype to record this. Like,
yeah,
look at this guy. What's wrong with this cat? He said Terrell Brandon.
Yeah,
mean, listen, Terrell Brandon's stats were decent, but like he averaged 19 points 2 seasons in a row in 95 and 96. But like, man, like the Terrell Brandon I remember is on the Timberwolves.
Right.
Average 15, 20 points a game.
He averaged 13 for his career.
For his career.
Okay.
That's not trash. You said he was trash.
13 points for his career.
You said he's trash. That's not trash.
That's what I said. He's trash.
It's not trash.
Why not?
How 13 points a game in the NBA trash as a point guard? Explain to me that.
Brother, you can't even compare Terrell Brandon to Steve Francis. Like Steve Francis
was a franchise player. Terrell Brown was not a franchise player. He was
exactly. What is duh? That means he was trash.
No, that don't. See, it's not. Oh, you franchise. Oh, you trash. It don't work like that. There's levels to everything.
Oh, so you're saying
there's no person last.
You're saying Terrell Brandon was a superstar in his role?
No, I said he was a nice point guard.
So why do we have to argue with you about Terrell Brandon, though, Shane?
Because that came up because y'all was talking about a scoring point guard can't be a pure point guard.
They can't.
You said they can't. Now you changing. Okay.
I said they cannot. No. If you're a scoring point guard, no, it's not.
Bringing examples of scoring point guards who are I feel pure point guards.
Yeah,
like
but
you like one-dimensional point guards.
Yeah, I mean, but you're wrong though. That's the thing.
Yeah, because you think I'm wrong. You always right.
And though this time we're putting a poll. We're
Yeah, I'm
putting
gonna
a
do the
poll
poll.
this time.
Get the
That's
poll. I already know they're gonna side with y'all because y'all are recently biased. So
No, fool, because we're just talking about the archetype of, as far as the archetype of a point guard goes. If you're a scoring point guard, you're not a pure point guard. You're a scoring point guard.
That's cap.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're the capper.
No, I'm not.
You think so one-sided that you can't see that just because you are a scoring point guard, you think that it means, oh, well, they can't pass. That's not what it means either. Because Steph Curry is a scoring point guard.
I don't
But
even look at Steph Curry as a point guard.
I'm not listening to you.
He's a 2-guard playing point guard.
Steph Curry is a scoring point guard, but
he's a 2-guard playing point guard.
He is a terrific passer still.
He's a 2-guard playing point guard.
I got to stop Shane Murray. I can't let Shane Murray do this again. What do you guys think of Ja Morant in this identity crisis?
Oh, I got this.
That he's having. Mitch, please. What's going on with this guy, Ja Morant?
I wish I knew what was going on with him, but I guess
it's not hard to tell.
No. I got the mic, man. It's my turn. Okay.
Okay, with the con, but I'm saying it's not hard to tell.
It's my turn. I've got the conch.
It's not hard to tell.
I've got the conch.
Well, speak on it.
Thank you. Jesus Christmas. Listen. What's going on with Ja is he got his money. He got his $200 million extension. Now he's out here acting a fool, thinking he wants to be all hood, and I just do not understand why he wants to try to revert back to that behavior and exhibit that behavior. I don't understand. I know he has positive people in his life. His dad is at every game. You would think that his dad is the type of helicopter. Listen, the Ball brothers, you would never see them do none of this type of stuff. LeVar wouldn't play none of that. So T Morant, where you at? But either way, Ja, I don't understand. I don't know why Ja isn't happy with just being a hooper. He wants to, Skip said something funny this morning. He was he was going, he said he was talking to his people around the league, and they were like, oh, maybe you guys are giving him a pass, and maybe he is that type of dude. And Skip was like, well, maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but maybe he's a really good basketball player, and he has dreams of and he's like, oh, I've seen him throw up the Crip sign a couple times. Maybe he has dreams of being a Crip. And I thought that was hilarious, because I'm how is this dude got a $200 million extension? He's the franchise player. He just got his signature shoe with Nike. He's got a national ad with Powerade. Again, he's the franchise players for the Memphis Grizzlies. Why would he have dreams of being a Crip? That, it makes no sense to me why he's not just okay with just being a hooper. I get you who knows, maybe you need to carry it for protection. That's what you get. Hire security guards, brother. Hire security guards, have them carry it. You gonna end up like Aaron Hernandez at the worst. You could end up like Gilbert Arenas getting suspended for 50 games. You could end up like Mike Vick going to prison during the prime of your career. I don't know, man. Luckily, hopefully this was the event that's going to get his head on straight. And despite all the talk that the Grizzlies do, when they haven't won anything, I'm rooting for Ja that he can just be a hooper. Just be a hooper. Leave all that stuff behind. Just, brother, be smart. That's all I'm asking. Do it for all the dudes who wish they could be in the league. Brother, just hoop. Be successful. Leave all that. Leave all that behind, man. Just hoop, please, Ja. Just hoop, man. Just hoop. That's it. Yeah.
Shane,
These young whippersnappers today.
I think it's a mixture of things going on. I think it has a little bit of what we talk about in Creed, imposter syndrome. Do I deserve to be here? That type of thing. I think it's also has to deal with the generation he's a part of, the extensions and Tanaji 6ix9ine, so the Rico shit, they snitching on themselves on videos and all that. That's what he came up with. It's not from our generation, so you look at him as he did something dumb, which is common denominator, yeah, but he's also looking at what he's around too. So, but I'm looking more so at his pops, to be honest. Like you at every game, like his personal cheerleader, but yet you like where you at when it turns to his personal well being. Why is a franchise player of a team player having so many incidents like this and have to even think about pointing out a gun like that on his life? Like where are you at? Why does he feel he needs to do that? And what is going on at home or with his family that's making him feel like I'm in the middle between leaving my homeboys and going on to what I need to do? Like something not adding up there.
well,
That his
we,
father got to step in and be a father.
we know that he comes from a two-parent home. His mother and father, I believe, have been married the whole time. His father provided for the family, and I feel like at a certain point, an idiot is just an idiot. There's all kind of guys. As much as I talk about single parent homes and the black community and all that stuff, there's all kind of people in all races who come from two parent homes also, who are just stupid. And it will be, I think, I don't know. It's
Well,
like
you can't call him stupid. He just made a bad decision.
It's not stupid. Hold on. It's not stupid that he knew that the allegations were out there that he pulled a gun on a 17-year-old. He didn't know that those charges were hanging above his head. He didn't know that there was an incident with his bodyguard with the Pacers pointing a gun at one of the Indiana staff members. He didn't know all of that, but
It's a mixture of bad decisions, but to call him stupid, like,
I'm sorry. It
shit,
wasn't smart. He not
idiot.
smart. Like, what do you mean?
just a bad decision, but he's not stupid.
He is stupid.
He seems stupid right now, to be honest. Like he
Why
looks
is he's trying to be like Black Youngster and Yo Gotti, and even Yo Gotti? Like Yo Gotti is a boss. I'm naming rappers out of Memphis. It's like it's like Ja Morant. Why are you in the club with the? I mean,
what'd you call it? the blink. Well, yeah. Why does he have it?
Right. So,
like,
yeah.
what? And even if he had it, why did he intentionally get on IG Live and flash it? Like nobody was gonna watch his IG Live.
Have you seen this generation? That's all they do is flash
Stop
guns.
making excuses.
Is it smart or stupid to do that though?
It's not making excuses. It's what he's around. He's not part of our generation.
Why can't he be a leader?
He's figuring it out. He's barely 23. Did you have everything figured out at 23?
I knew not to flash a gun on my IG Live.
We weren't trying to be gangbangers when we didn't.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
Oh boy.
Did I have it to answer the question specifically? No, but I wasn't dumb like him.
You made better decisions. He has to learn.
Like there's making regular 23-year-old dumb decisions, and then there's
no such thing as a regular 23-year-old regular decision. Like bad decisions are bad decisions.
That's not true. There's levels.
No. All right.
So all bad decisions are created equally, Shane?
I'm saying that a 40-year-old can make that decision too.
You're saying what?
A 40-year-old could do what Ja did.
You're saying a 4-year-old could get on
40,
IG Live.
40 years old.
A 40-year-old. Oh.
All right. Well, I don't know. That would really be crazy. But okay, just at the end, we got about 10 minutes left. So
They even got to the Lakers.
Right. We're not even able to talk about. Lakers are pretty much in the same place. I mean, they won yesterday.
Hold on. They're not pretty much the same place. Stop that.
We don't have time to pick.
They moved up 2 spots since the All-Star break.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying since last week though. I mean, not much has changed. LeBron is still out, and I don't know exactly what his team is. I think there were 3 games under 500 now, so whatever. They ought to make up more ground than that before it's even worth talking about.
First off, they're in the playing mix.
That's
it ain't.
This fool said in the mix, and he's excited about
that. They're in the mix for everything. Y'all still sadly complaining.
But right here at the end,
the talent on this team is not playoff mix caliber level talent.
What are you trying to say?
They shouldn't be in the play-in mix. They should be contending for one of the top seeds in the West with the talent.
Bro, they just got together.
With the talent that we had previous, with the talent that we have now, we shouldn't be in the play-in mix.
But I'm gonna give you guys, because tomorrow night the Lakers play Memphis, and Pau Gasol is gonna have his jersey retired, and you guys are going to the game. I wasn't invited. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, these guys are going to the game without me to see Pau get his jersey retired.
Probably would have gone anyway.
I would have gone to that. I love Pau Gasol. I just want to give you guys. I'll just start off, and then I'll give you guys a couple minutes each to talk about your memories of Pau. For me, the thing that always stuck out to me is that how historically the triangle offense has always been a very difficult offense for a lot of people to pick up. And when we traded for Pau in 2008 mid-season, this guy came over here and he picked up the triangle offense on the fly, which is like that, which is one of the most impressive things I've seen as far as just being an intelligent basketball player and having a high basketball IQ. And then what he did for us, helping us make 3 straight finals and win those last 2 championships, the Kobe era, back-to-back. Just somebody that you could, 90% of the time you could rely on him. Super skilled, excellent back to the basket game, tougher than he got credit for. A rebounder, he blocked a couple shots a game. Excellent passer, excellent touch. Just an excellent all-around big man. And I think he's just so deserving of his jersey being retired, and him, he's going to get into the Hall of Fame this year. And I just love Pau Gasol, man. I always have, and I feel like he never got the credit he deserved while he was playing. Lakers fans always, you always have Snoop up there, trash talk, talking down him for being soft and stuff like that. But that guy came through when we needed him. And so I'll just give you guys, we got about 5 minutes left. I'll start with Shane. Shane, you got a couple minutes to tell me, just basically sing the praises of Pau Gasol a night ahead of his Lakers jersey retirement.
All-around player, but all-around good person too. And a definition of a balanced man, from coming from a nursing background to where he used to go to Children's Hospital and actually be a nurse to the newborn babies, to championships. My favorite Pau Gasol play will always be where he was leading the break by himself and he threw the ball between his legs. And what he's done with the remaining Kobe's remaining kids and being there for Vanessa is remarkable. And he won an award in their honor. So this always I love Pau Gasol. It's well deserved.
What can you say about Pau Gasol? The ultimate beta to Kobe's alpha. I mean, it was a perfect match. You see a lot of these super teams created, and they gotta try to figure it out. perfect example. LeBron and Russ and AD and how that all worked out these past 2 seasons. Like when Pau came mid-season, like you said, it just clicked immediately. It was like watching Kobe and Pau play together, and then you add in guys like Fish and Lamar and Ariza, and then the next season you replace Ariza with Ron. I mean, just what a time to be alive. That that era of Lakers basketball was. I mean, shout out. I mean, when you talk about Pau Gasol, I feel like you got to shout out Mitch Kupchak, and you also got to shout out Kwame Brown, just because if it weren't for Kwame, man, we would have never gotten Pau. So shout out to Kwame, shout out to Mitch. Hey, thank you, thank you so much.
We love you, Mitch. We love you, Kwame.
I mean, listen, I'll always love Pau. Oh man, I feel like Shane took one of his best plays already. But like I feel like one of his best plays, or one of my favorite plays of Pau, is against the hated Celtics in 2010, where he hit that tough layup and he just stood under the basket and was just given that primal scream, and I was like, yes, Pau, tell him. Because I mean, back in 08, let's be honest, Pau got trashed all summer. Yeah, soft this, soft that, and he came back in 09, played hard, won the championship, came back in 2010 looking for revenge. And he put KG in his place. He put KG in his place. It's true. He did. Pau did his thing. Pau, you're the man. You deserve this. What a guy. I mean, he deserves to have his jersey hanging next to Kobe's. He deserves to have his jersey hanging next to all the Laker greats. He is indeed a Laker great. He is a future Hall of Famer. He's, top 5 international players. Before this new crop, I had him number 2 behind Dirk. With this new crop, who knows where he'll land, but I think he'll still land somewhere top 5 as far as international players go. I mean, he was just, man, he had moves he had post moves that I try to emulate to this day. Like, man, he was an artist in the post. Just an artist. And it's hard because, I feel like we always just compare these new guys to what Powell could do, what Shaq could do. And, these guys just don't measure up. It's wild. AD got a lot to live up to. Like Powell is, still the standard bearer. And just congrats, man. Congrats to Powell. Well deserved. What a guy. Love you forever, Powell. Thank you for the rings. Thank you for the memories. Respect.
Right. And Mitch, I think you probably would have something to say to an old friend of ours.
Yeah, no, of course. And, I unfortunately, we talked way too much Creed versus Rocky, way too much Terrell Brandon versus the world, because Herbert wanted to come on here and sing his praises to the great Pau Gasol. But unfortunately, Shane Murray took up all the time. So once again, I'm sorry, Herbert. We ran out of time.
Sorry, Herbert. Okay, so before we get out of here, just a few reminders. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button next to the Complete Lakers podcast. If you prefer the audio version, remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts. The show is also on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and every other major podcatcher. Make sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at TC Pod Network and to like it on Facebook. Just search for the Complete Lakers podcast. And finally, send feedback and mailbag questions to Complete Lakers Podcast at gmail.com. We are out.
Why does Shane Murray hate women?
Fuck.